terrorist trick and has pledged to end the 11-month-old uprising in the occupied territories, the Intifada. But both Washington and Moscow have described the declaration, with its implicit recognition of Israel's right to exist, as a positive step. Well, to discuss what's happened in Algiers, I've been joined now by Dr. Ahmad Shboul from Sydney University. Well, some have described the declaration as a terrorist trick. How do you see it? I mean, is this really a breakthrough, a beginning on the path to eventual peace in the Middle East? I
think it is realistically a breakthrough. I don't think it's just a trick. I think the Palestinian National Council has been very careful about the wording of the declaration. I have studied the whole document which arrived this morning from Algiers, and it's a very intelligent document. I think it's a real diplomatic challenge to the Israelis and to the Americans.
Is it a genuine declaration that, yes, Israel has a right to exist, that 242 is going to be adhered to?
I think it is genuine because, look, Yasser Arafat obviously is putting himself, sticking his neck out, if you like, if the Israelis don't respond positively. So I think it is a serious recognition. But you see, he has to be careful because he can't just say, look, we recognize you, we want to embrace you. He's saying, look, we are giving you the chance to speak to us in mutual respect terms. And I think that's a very important step they have taken.
Well, how big a consensus was it amongst the various Palestinian factions?
Well, we have some figures. I think we have about 254 votes against 46, and that's to say 254 for, and I think 46 against. And even those who were against, they were mainly against the bit which talks about Resolution 242. That includes George Habash.
He was against that.
Yes, but what is interesting is that they stayed in, so they went along with the general consensus, and this is very impressive because, in fact, this is the largest possible consensus you could have in the Middle East or anywhere in the world. I mean, compare this with what kind of consensus you would have in the Israeli Knesset.
Okay.
So there is more consensus among the Palestinians, I think, now, which is very important to remember.
You talk about a challenge to the Israeli government. Of course, that government's still trying to be formulated.
That's right. I think it will depend. I think it depends whether if both Likud and Labour are serious about talking to the PLO and finding a political resolution, which is very much stressed by the PLO.
And if there's another government of national unity too, though, by the way.
Exactly. If they are serious, I think they would form a government of national unity, because this is going to be a crucial decision they will have to make.
Syria doesn't like what's happened, does it?
Syria doesn't like that, I think, because of its disagreement with Arafat over things to do with control. I think the Syrians have always wanted to control the PLO. The PLO has always striven to be independent from inter-Arab politics. But my reading is that this is temporary.
Really? I mean, I was thinking, no matter what sort of form the government takes in Israel, whether it's national unity or Shamir forms a government in his own right with the religious parties, there could be a great temptation for Israel and Syria to combine to stall this, to stop it, to stymie it.
Yes, but I don't think the Syrians would like to be seen doing that. Also, if you look at what the reaction in the camps in southern Lebanon, where Syria has some influence, the reaction has been very favorable generally. So they are in a minority, their supporters are in a minority there. The reaction in the occupied territories is very strong. And let me say that, in fact, it is because of the uprising in the occupied territories that this declaration of the independence of Palestinian state has been made.
So the Intifada's really scored this breakthrough?
This is the important thing. And they have said, in fact, in the declaration that they are responding to the Intifada. I think if there has been no Intifada, there would be no declaration.
Well, finally, and probably most importantly, what about the superpowers, particularly America?
America, I think, is going to realize that this is a serious offer, and it seems to me that there's great hope that they will react positively, but it will depend on the strength and the attitude of the Jewish lobby, I think, in the United States.
And what about the Soviets?
The Soviets have already welcomed it, I think.
Okay. Right. Thanks so much.
Thanks.